Hello. I'm still figuring this camera out. Is that where I want it? I believe. Hi. Today I said I wanted to show you this side of my face. Hi. Okay. So, intuitively, I want to tell you that this is going to be a love reading. That's not what I plan to do though. I want to read. So maybe we should put it together. Read what I wrote. And then love reading. What do I mean by love reading? Let's not even start, okay? Without explaining that. You need support. You need to feel held and taken care of. That needs to manifest in a specific way. This does not mean that you're gonna be in a romantic relationship with someone, in a romantic committed relationship with someone. However, it does not mean that you won't fall in love with someone. But the main energy in reality is more to do with a feeling of being held when it comes to your emotional well-being and also your financial well-being. This could come from so many different angles, but the next step in your life that you want to manifest, or the energy that the universe is trying to tell you, gonna come through me because you clicked on this. I'm not gonna even try to explain it to you. The point is that if you feel a connection with the message, it's yours. But there's no but. There's an add-on. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, okay, there's a new stage in your life, and in this new stage, you have money to take care of yourself, and you have love, support system, family, people that are family, like chosen family vibes. That is very well placed to the point that you feel so held by life, you're quaking a little bit, like whoa. This has a lot to do with you letting go of relationship dynamics, like beliefs around the relationship dynamics. I'm gonna leave that open for you to figure that out. I think I said everything. So it is a love reading, but it's a very self-love reading. But that also means self-love also means that you allow yourself to be held, and also it also means that you understand your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to working, jobs, finances, and you're looking for something that makes you feel held, something that's curated for you. You're in this like full energy of like, universe, you better catch me. I saw this vision the other day of this flying squirrel, and you're like, I don't know how that's called in English, but you're planeando, like woo, like you're using the air. You're being very graceful through all of this, and that does not mean that you're not a little scared. You're a little baby flying squirrel, and you're flying for the first times in your life. Okay, so if any of that made you tingle, made you be like, what the fuck, made you laugh out loud to the universe because you're like, whoa, she talking about me, then stay. Okay, now I'm gonna go get the notebook real quick. Today we are using the notebook. Hi, we are using the notebook. Yesterday we were using the computer. I don't even know what I'm about to read. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. I'm gonna add, allow the universe to choose. Like, give a space for that. Make space for that, Missy. Okay, maybe it's better if I move this way. Okay. The backdrop ain't getting any better. Style. If you know, you know what's going on here. Okay. In quotes, people make decisions based on their emotions and then they rationalize them. And then someone replies, in quotes, well, that doesn't sound very smart. I paraphrase this from Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah, this happened in the book, you know what I'm trying to say. So, And to that I ask, now I am speaking, and to that I ask, why? Let's start with the premise life is short. Okay, if you could have a life filled with heart-centered decisions, why wouldn't you? Especially if they can also make rational sense. I understand there is this wound in humanity. Let's call it the capricious wound, where immature people follow their whims and end up hurting people they love, regretful and with nothing of value but what I speak of is something different. I am talking about your heart. 1 second. I'll take that as a sign of seeing new things. We're seeing new things. Okay. Why not follow your heart till the end? A hurdle-free, easy journey isn't necessarily your life's path. Our heart will always guide us down a path we feel the most passionate about. And this is life. Peaks and valleys, baby. Downhill sometimes uphill. Regardless of the path you choose, mind or heart, you will encounter hardship. Why not follow the path that fills you up with life? You will be a better lover, a better friend, a better sister, a better daughter, because you have more love to give. And isn't that what life is about? Loving. Will you know? You will know a life was well lived if you loved from the beginning to the end. That wasn't as smooth as a read I would have liked, but you got it. I got so passionate about this idea I started writing. I think my favorite time is dissecting what I wrote. I want to show this card because it's definitely been coming up to me a lot. The other day I flipped it. I'm like, I feel like flipping a card. This came up. Then I saw a reading. It was very King of Pentacles centric. Yeah, I got 2 readings actually. Very King of Pentacles centric. And then I was shuffling the deck, and then I flip it, and the King of Pentacles is there looking at me, and I'm like, hello. The universe is clearly trying to tell me something. So, okay. Dissecting. I mean, I already told you everything, but look, we like to think that rational thought is the way to go. That we need to rationalize everything, that we need to know the whys and make sure that every step makes rational sense. And I'm not saying that that's not valid. I'm just adding a different point of view. Now, as you're making your steps through life, as you're stepping through life, as you're moving forward through life, there are all these ideas of what you think is right. Perhaps in your culture, there's a list of things that would go under the rational category and a list of things that would go under the irrational. In another culture, rational and irrational will be different. A different culture, rational and irrational will be different. What I'm trying to say is that as humans, we live within these stories of what we think is right and wrong, but in reality, is not really rooted in truth. Because in truth, there is no right or wrong. God is absolutely everything that is on this earth, evil or good. Now, that being said, of course we want to step in the path of good, but sometimes our morals are so tight we don't realize that they're keeping us away from true peace and true joy. And to be able to follow your heart, you need to put morals aside, put conditioning aside. The belief of right or wrong, black or white, all of that needs to be put aside to be able to follow your heart. Because your heart can be funny sometimes, and you're gonna be a villain in some people's stories. You're gonna be a villain in some people's stories, and I'm here to tell you that today. Telling this to myself, by the way, all my videos are very related to me. So if you want to peek into my soul, I am laying it all out right now. I want to read this again. I understand there's this wound in humanity. Let's call it the capricious wound. Imagine of childhood, of being mocked or told off for wanting things, for being irrational, or better said, heart-centered. Where immature people follow their whims and end up hurting people they love, regretful and with nothing of value left. So that's what we think of when we think of following our heart. Perhaps not in a superficial level. Perhaps in a superficial level, we think that following our heart is being brave. But in reality, in the day-to-day, what I have discovered for myself is that following your heart looks a lot like going with your feelings. And it's not just a superficial level of feelings. If I feel happy and I feel sad and this bothers me and I don't like this. It's a deeper sense of what it is you are, this connection to your soul, what it is you came here to do. Sometimes you really do not want to do something. I want the word. You're dreading something. Dread is way deeper than, or disgust. Those feelings are way deeper than sadness or simply not liking something or feeling uncomfortable around something. Even though feeling uncomfortable can go quite deep, let's just say I don't like that. So simple, so superficial. Dread, disgust, those kind of feelings go deeper. So if you're feeling dread or disgust or something, or this deep discomfort, there's a reason. Your soul is trying to speak to you. Why are you not listening? I'll tell you why you're not listening. Because you were programmed as a child to not listen to your heart, to be told to be rational. You can't have candy even though you really, really want it, because if you could, you will have all of it and give yourself diabetes. Of course, we are so used to linking our heart to those desires that hurt us. But listen to me, there is something deeper in there. It's trying to tell you something. And sometimes it's just about slowing down and listening. Okay, why am I feeling this really? What? It's just kind of like pulling the cord, the thread, and following it. Where is this taking me? Where am I going? And then in the way you find that actually those whims were guiding you all along. And I will not say, I did say it. I'm gonna read it. Our heart will always guide us down a path we feel the most passionate about, down the path that we are meant for. And this is life. Peaks and valleys, downhill sometimes uphill. Regardless of the path you choose, mind or heart, you will encounter hardship. Why not follow the path that fills you up with life? She said it better. She said it better. She said it better. It is hard to make that decision. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of shame. For my girlies, but also for my dudes, your womb is trying to rush energy up into your heart and speak to it. Again, I love speaking to the people that understand how energy moves in your body and understands that, oh, now that it's almost like an equation. Once I see the equation of energy, how to move it within my body, I can figure out how to replicate what it is you're telling me. Not everyone can do that. But if you're one of those people, I'll tell you my energetic formula for moving energy within my body. I realized that when I want to do something, then there's not really any hurdle. The only hurdle for me to get there is shame and guilt and worry of what other people think of me. So if you do it anyway, because your heart will be in it, there will be passion. It's not the kind of dreadful action where you're pushing yourself to do something because it's right for you. But your heart is like, I really want that. That sounds cool. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it because I'm excited about it. Let's keep on moving. as you push through that barrier, your womb fills you up with energy and fills your heart up with that orange energy. You could see it like that. Maybe it's different color for you, but with that surge of very soft orange energy, and you start feeling more creative. If you're feeling that energy of like after you push that hurdle, I feel a little bit like I'm making a fool of myself. I feel a little ridiculous. You know you're in the right path. But that is the movement. It's like the energetic movement or formula is that surge of energy up from your womb into your heart. It can touch the rest of you. Imagine like it's a literal wave, like it splashes up into your heart and back down. And you will start feeling like, for example, me with these videos, I feel like I'm flowing within them. I feel like I'm proud of what I'm saying. Like it is me here. You will feel a depth to your heart. I wanted to say, but no, a depth to your life. You will feel a depth to your life. That is how you know. Regardless of what other people think of you, you still feel inclined to keep on following those things that make you feel that depth. You want to keep going through that path because you feel that connection to things, because there is that depth, because that womb gives you that depth. Now let's pull out some cards. Again, as I said, I have some cards displayed over here. I have the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Hearts, which is the Two of Cups again. That came out in another reading that I had that was very intense the other day, that also had the King of Pentacles as the main attraction. Again, as yesterday, I'm gonna give you an obscenely positive message that you will be like, I don't know if that's me, baby. I think you're being a little bit too positive there. So just claim it if you want it. You know, you'll see how your life plays out. I'm not a boss of you. This reading is for me. Okay. So right now things are looking a little bit green. You're like, I have lost everything. I don't know where I'm going. But you have walked away. I have never seen this little guy in the water. You have walked away from the death scene and you're like, well, I've been here before. I'm going to gather my 3 things and I'm gonna leave. You're not sitting in it. That's something that I really like. You're not sitting in it. You're just like, you're having your you're having oh, that's so good. You're having your 6 of Swords moment over here. Like getting into calmer waters already, and there's all this death around you, but you're like looking at the scenery. I'm going towards calmer waters. I'm almost there. And something that I really like of the 6 of Swords in this deck, which might come out, is that she's waving a white handkerchief. And that to me symbolizes the energy that we're in right now. This is really hard for me to say. Oh, I found her. And it's white and pink, kind of. It's really hard for me to say, but this is the energy that I must relay on to you. Now, I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna say it. Because I can't hold on to sadness anymore. I need to be in my little boat, ready for a 6 of Swords moment, to get ready for a King of Pentacles and 2 of Cups and King of Cups moment. I know I have it in my phone. I want to tell you what I read the other day that it came up on my feed. Okay. The goddess is calling you in, not to do more work on yourself, but to let go and receive. The goddess is calling you in, not to do more work on yourself, to tear yourself apart no more. She's calling you in to hold you, to give you the life that you have been looking for. You're old enough now. You're old enough now. You're old enough now. You're enough. You're old enough. It's okay. You're old enough for it, okay? You can hold it. You're old enough. It's not going to be hard, and that is the most astonishing part of it. That you're like, what did I do to deserve this energy even? It's not gonna be hard, and that's gonna fuck with you at first. You're gonna be like, what? You might even look for the shittiness in it, but because you have been doing that this past year, looking for the downsides of everything until you found them, you won't do that anymore. You would allow yourself to enjoy the blessing and let it be something long term. You're going through a physical transformation as well. I see this cloth being put around you, almost like the cover up that they put on you when you go to the salon before you get your hair cut. That, but it's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning, and you're in the middle of it. It's cone shaped, and you're coming out different. That's something that I think of when I think of pyramids. It's a transformation vehicle where you get a bunch of ingredients at the bottom because the bottom is wider, and then it comes out like a completely different thing up the top, more powerful, and in this case more beautiful. You're going through a physical transformation. Your face is changing, your hair is changing, your body's changing, your voice is changing, the way your eyes twinkle is changing. You're meant to be seen. And you know this. 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 You're meant to be seen. And you're gonna feel so good about yourself. Oh, I see you coming out of it now, like the cone fabric just come up and you are like whew. Everyone's gonna be different. Everyone's goals who's watching this is gonna be different. But what's in common is that you're going to feel so held by your life. You're going to feel so comfortable. You're going to be confused because you do not want to build an empire. You want to be well known. You want to be well loved. But as a divine feminine energy, you're going to call that in, receive it, slurp it up. That's what I did not dare say before, but now I have. I'm gonna pull out a couple of cards from here, from this deck. They came out on their own. Spirits, Star, and Faith. This reminds me of all the egotistical things in a very good way that you're going to gather this next chapter. You are going to feel well dressed, well pampered. You're going to be able to choose how you present yourself because you know yourself a lot better, and you also know that you don't know a lot about yourself either, and that the world that you're meant to discover is within yourself. That magic is something that resides within you, that wisdom is something that resides within you, and that you're gonna do a lot of good with that. You no longer have hefty, lofty expectations. Now we have spirit. This is another thing that's hard to say, but I want to go ahead and say it. I did say that it was going to be obscenely positive, so expect miracles. When they do come, they're gonna make sense to you, but I want you to stop this time and be grateful. Sit yourself, be grateful for a second. I'm getting rainbowed right now. Expect miracles. And lastly, faith. Growing up, to what you have become was no easy feat. That is a miracle within itself, and you're already seeing miracles within your life, but you know, let me show you the death card again. See the little guy? You know it's not time to stop. You know that. You know, it's like, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You're vibing with some Taylor Swift on that boat. You have a JBL speaker. And you're just like, just keep swimming. This is full of myth. No reputations, never be worse off. Want me for me. That's you though. That's so good. That's you on the boat. That was the best joke I've ever made. Look, I'm all red. Growing to that little human that you have become has not been fucking easy. Like, you and the universe have been co-creating the shit out of you. Like, chiseling. And now they're looking at her. But she hasn't looked at herself. That's so powerful. I wanna cry. She hasn't looked at herself yet. That's the only thing that has happened. She's done. She just hasn't looked at herself. A couple things need to happen. The veil needs to be removed. A couple things need to happen. I'm gonna show you the King of Pentacles. And I'm gonna show you the King of Cups. And I won't say anything more, because I did a reading on that. Which one was it? It was a little bit jumbly at the beginning. I'm sorry about that. I think the reading maybe starts at 32 minutes. And it's not yesterday's ones. It's the one before that. I think it's... Oh, it's the one that says, follow your nature, are your wolf. So if you're interested in that, you can go there. I have no doubt you're gonna keep going because you're following your heart. And when you follow your heart, you can't stop. Because you're doing what you love. Are we done? Are we done yet? No, we're not done. We need to... I can't believe we're not done. Yeah. The guild is on its way out. The guild is on its way out because you're being so good at trusting. Okay, cards are just coming out on their own today. This is a little deck that I made. I love it. Healthy body, happy heart. Rest and watch Shrek. I love you, oh. Healthy body, healthy heart. Okay. So, today I woke up and I realized capitalism has really conditioned me. I know people have been talking about this for a long time, but I hadn't realized. I'm like, whoa. Because I believe that I need to do 1 million things a day, and I don't. This is my activity for the day. And reading, I'm gonna read, because I also do the things that you fucking like. And if they're good for you, even better. I know you're an amazing being. You just haven't looked at yourself yet. You do things the right way for you. You really do. Like, if you want to spend the whole fucking day reading and you're having a blast, stop feeling guilty about it. But as I say, the guilt is on its way out. Just receive the trust. Let the guilt go on its own. You're an autopilot right now. The universe has you on autopilot. So don't even bullshit me right now. Yeah, baby. Okay, I got some cards here. The Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Here you go. Okay. This is gonna sound maybe weird, but the story of my life. Okay. She gotta sit there for a bit. Okay, she gotta sit there until she feels comfortable enough to take off the blindfold, stand up, and leave. Sometimes that's life. Sometimes you can't avoid these moments. All you can do is breathe and wait till you know, till your heart tells you when it's the right time to go. Okay? I'm gonna add that there at the end. This could very well not be the end. We are pulling out the Death card. It's back again. And something to do with my little Death card doodle situation is that he's leaving. That's he was building something here, and she's on her way out. She's like, I'm gonna follow this sun. And it's the same freaking energy of this death card of the little guy in the water. These cards are intense, so let's see what came out. Okay, we got the Six of fucking Swords. You're fucking kidding me. Okay, I never read the card itself, but this time it's like I'm using this card as confirmation. Remember I pulled this little Six of Swords guy, getting the Six of Swords again. People are coming in to the rescue. People are coming into the rescue. Just keep your head up. Be confident. Sometimes things don't look like you thought that it should have looked, but that does not mean that what you need, what your heart is looking for, isn't right around the corner. I warned you, this is an obscenely positive message. I know sometimes that can be hard to swallow. I know. It's hard for me to hear it too. Okay, we're in this together. Honestly, if you want to comment or something, or you want a session, I won't charge you. If you got to this video and you're not someone that I know, I won't charge you. Let's do a reading. Just send me a comment or something. Okay. So I can't help but notice these were old Monopoly, Disney Monopoly cards. Pocahontas. Some people benefit from your presence. You teach them so much. You have so much sacred. I do not use that word lightly. I know people like using it lightly. I don't. Sacred wisdom within yourself. It's not anywhere else. It just oozes out of you like crazy. And there are people. Imagine touching people individually. So imagine this man. You can teach so much to, just by your presence, by your wise words. And he's like, whoa. I admire this woman. She has so much goodness to give me. Thank you. And you love loving. And you just give love. You're like, yeah, this is my wisdom. You're so feminine and so receiving. God, stupid. Can you believe all this to be true? It's hard for me to believe it. But I'm trying to keep it as grounded as possible. And I am waiting for the results as well as you are. So I'm just here to give you any confirmations. Like if you're getting the chills, if you're like, whoa, I feel this message deep within me, tears running down your face, or you're just feeling it. Don't deny it. Just allow yourself to be like, let's see what happens. You know? Healthy salt on it. We need some salt to cook something nice, so don't even worry about it. You don't need to have your brain on like, I am going to manifest this. It's not the kind of thing. That is ill-placed masculine energy. Let things come to you. I know, I hear you. I know, it's hard. I know, okay? I know. This is the other side. That 50 means 50-50, unknown. We really don't know. And now I see how, like, it's really like stepping into something with your eyes closed. I think that's also the other meaning of this. Even though you can't see, keep on moving. Keep on bringing in that trust. Remember what I told you about the way the energy moves, like that energy formula? It's the first time in my life I've ever used that word, but I think I'll use it a lot more. We'll see. Because it's really useful to what I'm trying to say. The energy formula is womb, solar plexus, heart, and that heals your upper chakras a lot. I'll let you figure out what that means for yourself. Now, even though you can't see, keep on moving with that trust. Keep on doing those things of pushing past those hurdles, those imaginary hurdles that you're scared of doing out of making a fool out of yourself. For example, I just moved. I mean, it has almost been a year, but it still feels like I just moved to this new country. And I'm a little terrified. Terrified is probably like hyperbole, but either way, let's use it. A little terrified. To take double bus. So I just got used to taking one bus, but to where I want to go, I need to take double bus. I need to take two buses. So I need to get off, and then I want to go to the mall, get me some gym stuff, or we'll see. We'll see. I first need to sign up to the gym, which is another hurdle. Which that one is an actual hurdle. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Whatever. The point is, I want to go to the mall, and then I just get off here, and then I need to wait for the next bus, get in it, wait inside it, and get off at a specific stop. And that freaks me out. And then I have to get back, take it back to that same road, and then take one home. And that's a little scary to me, you know? And it sounds dumb, but that's something that my womb needs. My womb, heart, solar plexus are working together for me to be able to rip off that veil and be able to look at myself. Of course, money and support needs to come in as well. But that's part of the equation. Now, another example I would like to give you is that I'm going to the movie theater the next week on my own. That is something that's getting those lower chakras working together and harboring in that energy to bring in the next chapter. I'm gonna show you. This is heavy on masculine energy. Why? Because you're gonna be held by masculine energy, and you're just gonna bring in value by being your wise feminine self. The goddess is calling you in not to do more hard work, but to let go. Oh, I wish I had the little death card. I knew I needed to take it out. But not to do more hard work. Yeah, here it is. Because this guy was working really hard on his little house right there. But not to do hard work, but to be held, to receive. And I know receiving can be hard. I know expecting the best can be hard. But just allow yourself to do so. Keep on working on that womb, heart, solar plexus. Keep on trusting. Understand that you don't need to do 1,000 things today, that's not really how we work. It's just social conditioning. And trust yourself, follow your intuition. Healthy body, happy heart, rest and watch Shrek. What I'm trying to say by that is just like, be silly, be you. I love you. Again, if you want a reading with me, just comment and no charge. We'll get into a reading. I love you.